For the next 5 days, I'm gonna be waking up at 5 a.m. to read. I'm slowly losing my mind. I'm surprised that I've lasted this long. That's it. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Lenicia, and I haven't been reading as much as I'd like to, so this channel has kind of turned into just a vlog channel. But I would really like to get back on my reading grind so that way I can post more reading videos. So I thought it would be a good idea to do a reading challenge. I've seen this video, I want to say I saw it first from Haley Pham, a booktuber, but I do remember this being really popular, waking up at 5 a.m. in 2019. I don't know, I remember seeing Emma Chamberlain do a video like this, and I saw a booktuber do waking up at 5 a.m. to read, so I thought it would be fun to try. So for the next 5 days, I'm going to be waking up at 5 a.m. to read. Now, I haven't been reading that much, so I thought it would be a good idea to attempt this challenge. Now, do I think that I will be able to do it? Probably not, but I do have high hopes. So I actually do have a set TBR for June, and honestly, I'm going to try to read only those books for this video. If I mood read, I mood read. It is Sunday, June 8th, and we are starting this video on Monday, June 9th. We're going to end this video on Friday, and we'll see how that goes. I don't know, but I hope you guys like this video, and I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Okay, so it is 6. So I will say I do like the book. I knew everything about the book, but reading it has made me realize I don't know anything about this book at all. So I'm interested to see where everything goes. I kind of know the plotline already of the first 2 books, but we'll see. I'm starting to hate myself, genuinely. This is waking up at 5 a.m. until I hate myself when I made it. 5:11. My sleeping schedule is getting better, but it's the waking up part that's hard. I don't know what to do, honestly. I'm excited for this challenge, but I will say that I'm having my doubts. I am getting a lot more reading done. I read for the first time yesterday without anything. I picked up a different book, not for this challenge. I did the challenge, and then later in the day I wanted to read. I felt that need to read. So I will say I'm getting out of my slump. It's definitely helping that, but at what cost? On chapter 18. It is a good book. It's okay so far. It is 11:12. I read up until 6:30, and I made it to the 100-page mark. And if I'm being honest, I'm not really feeling this book. I like the way it's paced out, but I'm just not vibing with the plot so far. And I knew that was gonna happen because I heard of the plot and I was kind of nah, I wouldn't want to read that. It sounds interesting, it does, but it's I don't think I'd be interested in it. But I do like this author's writing and the way she details characters. I don't know, she took something in college, so when she writes characters, she really like makes you, even like the littlest things make you think about the way that they act, I guess. She's describing a character and you can really like understand that character just by the way they act or by the way they move or by the way they say things or like just little things. Like, I think it's really cool. This book isn't as fast paced as The Naturals, if I'm being honest. The Naturals, I feel like it was again, different story, but same author. I felt like it was just more like interesting and it kept me on my toes. This is kind of boring. Like, it feels like it's dragging, but I feel like once we get to like past the 50% mark, that's when it's gonna start getting good. So I'm gonna start reading it today and I'll let you know. But so far we're doing good. I will say that my first alarm I did hit snooze on, but I have like 5 alarms. So 5 o'clock came, I looked at that thing, I closed my eyes and I snoozed it, and I got up at like 5:10, 15. I have like an awkward sleep schedule in the summer, so waking up at 5 a.m. helps me go to sleep at the right time because I'm already tired. And I had cross country today, so I cut my reading shorter. I don't know, I'm at 114 now. So whatever that math is, here, I read this many pages today. I'm gonna continue reading, and my goal is to finish this in this video. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to update on. Guys, I can't. It's 5:09. I think it's finally like catching up to me that I'm waking up early. But just know, guys, I don't know why I'm doing this. I know I'm trying to read and like make time for reading, but oh my goodness, I hate this. I will say that I'm really liking the book. It is 7:16 in the morning. I'm gonna try to finish this chapter real quick. I'm about like 200 pages in, and honestly I'm really intrigued, and I'm surprised that I've like lasted this long, because we have one more day until the challenge is over. And honestly, like, I feel like I'm falling back in love with reading because I've been doing this, and I've only been reading like 30 pages a day. And then I finished a book too, so I already finished a book in this week. I'm gonna try waking up early, maybe not at 5 a.m, but definitely like 30 minutes earlier than I should. I thought I knew everything about this book because I watched like Stephanie Sue's video where she's like explaining this plot. I don't know anything besides the ending. I do know the ending of the first book, and we're just getting to the part where I know, but the beginning I did not know anything about. I totally forgot about this book. I think the last time I watched that video was like when it first came out. Okay, I just hit the 50% mark, and I really do like the story and I really like the characters, but I'm not like as hooked as I thought I'd be. But I'm interested in the story, if that makes sense. Like, it's not my favorite, and I could see myself reading it, but I don't have the urge to pick it up every 2 seconds. Like, if I wasn't doing this challenge, I don't think I'd continue to pick up the book. But every time I do pick up the book, it's interesting. Like, I can read it. I'll see you guys tomorrow for the last day of this challenge, thankfully. So it is currently like 7:10 in the morning, and I have around 100 pages left. I'm going to finish this chapter up real quick, and I'm going to head to practice, and then after practice, I'm going to finish this book. Like, I'm determined. But yeah, this is the last day of waking up at 5 a.m. to read. We finished a book, and I'm really surprised because I only read around like 30 pages every morning because of like practice. But honestly, I think if I ever do this challenge again, I would definitely read before and after practice, so that way I actually like finish reading. But I feel like this was a good start to only read in the morning, like before practice, because I low-key was like in a reading slump still, and I think I'm almost out of it now that I've started reading these. I just just got home and took a shower. It is 10:14 and I'm going to finish The Inheritance Game. I'm probably gonna read it on my Kindle because I just don't feel like flipping through a book and my body hurts. I am exhausted. So I'll see you guys in like probably like an hour. I'll see you at 11 and I'll update you guys. Guys, I finished. I'm on the acknowledgements. I already finished. Like, I'm done. And that's it. That's literally, I can't. I'm so mad with how this ended. Like, the way this ended, crazy work. I can't. I have no words. I will say this is a 4-star. I don't care. Okay, hey guys. So we finished the video. Surprisingly, we made it through. I ended up reading 2 books in the past 5 days. So first, let's talk about the challenge before I get into the ratings. I will say that I did like the challenge, and as much as I hated myself while filming and like while waking up, I was able to get a lot more done in the mornings, and I was able to sleep better at night because I wasn't like falling asleep at like midnight and then waking up at like 6. I also felt like very productive when I woke up. I was like, oh yeah, like I'm getting my life together. Even if it was like 30 minutes of reading, I still was able to read, and I feel like I'm almost out of my slump and I'm able to read a lot more because of it. So there were some benefits to the challenge, and I will say the only negative parts of the challenge were waking up. As soon as I heard my alarm, I was like, no, I don't want to do this. But I'm glad that I did because I feel like, you know, whatever. But I will say I did wake up at like 9 this morning. And I went to sleep at the same time. So, I don't know, take that with what you will. But these are the 2 books that I finished. So, I finished 2 books in this video. This is the one I read in the morning, and then this is the one I was reading throughout the day. I finished The Inheritance Game on yesterday, and I gave this a 4.5 just because of the beginning. It felt a little slow. So basically what the book's about is you're following this girl named Avery. Avery finds out that she has inherited all of this like old man's money. It's like billions, and he has like all these like companies, and he owns these things, and he has like this big old house, and he has 4 grandsons who were supposed to inherit everything, but she ended up inheriting everything, and they're trying to figure out and solve why that is, because apparently like the old man was really into games. So that's the whole point of the book, The Inheritance Games. So yeah, I really liked it. I love the characters, and I love the way this author writes, because like the way she writes characters is like, I don't know, I just love the way she writes them. I feel like you can really like understand them just by like the way they act. The love triangle wasn't that bad. As much as like I said I was like, oh, I don't want to read the love triangle, it wasn't that bad. So I did enjoy this book, gave it a 4.5 stars, and definitely would recommend. Okay, and then I finished The Passion Project. Now I gave The Passion Project, I want to say 3 stars. This was like a grief heavy book. Basically we're following this main character. Her name is Bennett, and she meets Henry on like a date, a date from a dating app, and he basically helps her find her passion in life again because she feels like she lost it after the loss of someone she loves. And yeah, so it was very grief heavy. Like we learned a lot about other people's griefs, not just the main characters. So it was kind of like, ugh. But I will say there were some beautiful quotes in here, and I loved the pacing of the book, loved everything, but it just wasn't the book for me in this moment. If I was not in my slump, I think I would enjoy this 10 times more. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.